Yeah, good evening. I'm Shalendra Sinha. At the age of 49, I started, thought of, working for a corporates for 27 years in durable industry. Got a good idea, which was something to do with the mankind. So I decided and started this initiative. This is known as Doctor at Home. We are trying to take this healthcare into the next frontier. What we are trying to build is like, we have a lot of clinics and OPDs around us, but still patient need to go physically, because right now everything is getting delivered to your home, whatever you wish. But for the healthcare, you have to go to some institution, and once you have to go for a to some physical institution, you have to compromise with the local available doctor also, because you cannot go beyond 1 kilometer or 2 kilometer, and you have to compromise with the timings available with the doctor also. And when the patient is immobile, caretaker is not available, convenience is not there, this becomes a very big problem for many people, and especially for the rural area where the availability of doctor is a question. This is actually a big thing, and we know that doctors have stopped coming to home, especially after corona. Right now doctors are not even willing to touch the patient while consultation is on, and we have also seen that in online consultation, which has taken a good space during corona. But after corona, we have seen that many of the people are not trusting this solution, and they are back to the offline solution. And this is because we have tried to understand what is the problem. So we have understood that right now the teleconsultation is basically a audio video discussion between a doctor and patient. So doctor does not get any access of the patient body data, and that is the reason the trust is not there, and that is the reason the chances of error is also very high. And this is what we are trying to solve. So what we have done is like, we have first tried to understand what doctor does during the physical consultation, which is this is the most trusted form for the doctor and patient both. And we have understood that first he will understand the problem with the patient, then he will try to check some vitals, then he would like to hear the heart sound, lung sound, respiration sound, etc. Then he would like to do the physical observation. This is what when you visit a doctor, and then he is in a good position to understand the problem and give the cure. And in the last, this clinical care and etc. can be extended. So what we have done is like, we have replicated all this thing into a form of a complete solution, which is a synergy live healthcare solution. And we have integrated with a machine and application, and where we say that we are making it a live consultation for a doctor and patient. What happens is like, we have made a device. This device gets connected to the patient body. The data goes to the body, and with this device only he is talking to the doctor, and he can connect to any doctor in the world. We have actually tried to take this clinic on the cloud. So when we say cloud means, we have this solution which is in the form of a van, which is like bringing clinic to your home. But if the patient is not able to move, it is in the form of a briefcase, where this briefcase can go with the paramedic to the patient house, and then you can connect to any doctor in the world. This opens the basically access gap, and it bridges the gap between the doctor and patient. We have already applied for the patent, novelty already identified, and we are in a process of getting the patent also. So this is how it works. Like, this system gives a link to a doctor. You can choose any doctor you want. You don't have to compromise with any doctor which is in the panel or otherwise. And once the doctor gets connected, he can actually talk to the patient. He can see the body vitals of the patient, all 6 parameters. He can hear the heart sound, lung sound from a distance. He can do the physical examination. So everything is possible from there only, and this is not a compromise consultation. So we have actually put this form in a form of a SaaS technology, where it is on demand, can be used for many cases, and complete access of the patient body data is available. All 6 parameters like ECG, BP, temperature, respiration, pulse is available to the doctor on his screen live. And there is no human intervention also, because data is going to the machine, to the cloud, and to the doctor. And this is like, will be bridging a gap to a great extent, and it will be improving the quality of consultation also. So this is the detail of the patent which we have applied, which is published, and we are very close to getting it. And then we have done a pilot for around 6 months in Noida, Greater Noida and Ghaziabad. We have actually noted the rating of a doctor. They are highly okay for it, because they say that this is much better than that without going there, you are actually having a physical type of access from a distance. And then we have identified some challenges during our B2C pilot, and we have understood that it takes a lot of time for awareness, and we have to burn a lot of money and time if we want to go for a B2C. Attrition of the paramedic is also a problem because they are faced to the company. And last thing, that doctor is willing to earn money from our portal, but they don't want to refer it because they have a fear that if the patient goes to us, then it will go forever because we are going to home and we are connecting to any doctor in the world. So this, because of all that, we have tried to pivot it to put the market fit, because many of the doctors have started asking for the device to purchase, and then we have pivoted it to B2B model, and then we have identified the big cases where the same device and solution can be used for. So if you put our device into an ambulance, it will become a smart ambulance. So while carrying the patient to home, to the hospital, it can be monitored and lives can be saved. We can convert any OPD into a live OPD. Even if the doctor is not there, the consultation can happen from a distance. Similarly, we can actually convert it is big solution for a rural where the problem of availability of a doctor is very high. If you put one device in any of the rural healthcare center, now you can connect to any doctor in the world, which will save a lot of lives and which will also reduce a lot of load coming to tier 1 and tier 2 town. So this is what our solution looks like. We have this complete 6 parameters: auscultation, sound, physical, even the hair type of thing or bleeding or swelling or can be seen from a doctor from a distance. It is all EHR, EMR ready, and the complete ecosystem is made around. So patient application, doctor application, link, how CRM works. So it is just like, if the device is there with the patient, now you have complete option to connect to any doctor in the world. You can connect the caretaker also who is at a distance. So this is what the completion landmark is, because there is nothing like it as of now, but we have a completion with the offline and online consultation. In offline consultation, and we have advantage over the offline and online consultation both. So what we have tried is we are trying to make our computer, enable our computer to bridge the last mile gap, because whoever is there in an online consultation or a offline consultation, they have a difficulty of a last mile connect. And we are the person who are actually bridging this gap for the last mile connect, and we are willing to enable our computer, to get this service to the healthcare at your doorstep. So this is what market looks like. It's a very 26 billion market as per financial year 21. Consultation plays an important role over diagnostic and pharma both. If you are in consultation, you have advantage in diagnostic and pharma. And going forward, this is going to be the 36 billion market, and consultation market where we are trying to disrupt is somewhere near to 40% of the total market. So this is our solution where B2B solution and B2B and B2B2C we are planning. This will be like a Tata Sky model where you have to purchase the device first, and then you have to give the subscription to use the software and the application. And there will be some, because many of the people would like to go for an integration, because no one wants to share the data of the patient and consultation as well as the doctor. So we'll be earning from the three things, and this is something which will be giving a margin of 40 to 45%. This is how the business case looks like. We are now at a stage where we are very close to the commercial making of a machine. By October, we'll be ready with the compliance and the final commercial model. We already have a traction coming from different corners. And this is what financially we are looking forward for. In the first year itself, in the second year itself, will be positive EBITDA. We are incubated with all these places. I think we are getting a lot of support from the healthcare industry also. They have identified as a disruptive concept, and it is having a good use case for the mankind. And to the extent, in the pilot itself, we have reached to the Satya Sai group where 600 hospitals, rural hospitals are there. They have already taken our 2 devices, and they are willing to replace all the rural healthcare centers into our live healthcare centers. We are incubated at GIMS also, where they are taking it as a pilot. And moving forward, we are working with the Bharat Sevashram, and we have almost 3 crore of orders and interest from the industry. And this is many of the people are taking good interest in it. This is the team. I'm from non-healthcare industry, but my co-founder is from the technology. He was earlier in US, and he joined me 1.5 years back. He's giving me the backup of the developing the software and the solution. These are the team which is on the back end, because this is something which is from the healthcare, and we 2 co-founders are not from the healthcare background. So we need a lot of support from these people who are actually helping us to move forward. And this is a video which I want to share.
But after searching few options on internet, I got to know about doctor at home service. I simply logged on to their website और मैंने अपनी choice के doctor के साथ consultation book कर दी. Let me tell you how it works and how convenient it is. Whatever doctor does at physical consultation is done at home now with Doctor at Home. So they came at my home and gave convenient access to high quality clinical consultation with essential vitals, live from my place to the doctor and my relative as well. With the help of this technology, doctor easily मेरे live vitals को check कर पाए and I was able to share my heart sound in real time too. I can also get my pulse rate, ECG, temperature get checked with the help of this machine. Doctor can also check my skin, under my eyes, how healthy are my nails and my mouth, etc. So no more wasting time and energy traveling to a clinic or about exposing yourself to additional illness while you are already feeling sick. Thanks to them, I was able to receive the care I needed without any additional stress.
So this will make you understand how it works. We have used the pilot device, which is quite big and heavy. So this is our phase where we are actually making it compact so that it can go on a backpack, so that paramedic can go anywhere, and wherever this device is, we can connect this patient to any doctor in the world, and which will save a lot of lives. Thank you, and open for questions.
So, how are you guys competing against wearables that are giving you not all but some vitals?
So right from Apple Watch to everything, you have a lot of variables, but medical industry doesn't work on that. They need a ECG. They need a 7-lead ECG which gives a complete information of a body, and most of this solution which you are using is AI based. So in our medical industry, other than the few, the real doctor will try to avoid such things, and he would like to, even for the BP you can say. So still, if you go to a clinic, some doctor will have their manual BP because they believe on that system, and we have designed complete thing as per that system only. And it is like, you can always see your ECG and everything, but how doctor is able to see on a live integrated way where he is talking to you and he's seeing your all data on his screen.
But then isn't that open to misdiagnosis, considering that he's not there present and the technician could be doing, there could be errors also, right?
So the chances of error are very less because sensors are connected to your body. There is no human intervention, and the data goes to the screen of a doctor. But it's still, there will be, because this is something new. It is just like a computer, because when we have seen the computer first, many of the people have objected. But once, it becomes in general life, people will start believing on it. And it is all FDA and CE approved baby instruments. So there is no chance of any error in the data.
And what is the percentage of patients that you see opt for at home versus choosing to go to the hospital? Do you have the numbers on that?
See, based on our pilot, how it works is like, first consultation will happen with the senior person in your family. And once they see our device and how the consultation is done, the trust is there. And then what has happened is like next 3 sessions will happen with the different people in the life. Even if they have 104 fever or they have a feel of some pain in the heart, they will call us. So we had a repetition of around 28% in a pilot period of 4.5 months only. So which gives a very good data that people are like, if you have such solutions, people will convert. So I am expecting, to exactly give your question, around 15% of the people have difficulty in physically moving to the clinic. So that is our clear case. And if you include the rural, where 70% of the population is living, they don't have any option also. And even if they have one physician or one doctor, they need some specialty doctor also. So this opens the boundary for them to select any doctor in the world, and then it will save lives. And once they start understanding the advantage in their, and they save, it saves money also. If you see, it saves the money for the healthcare service provider also. It saves the money for a patient also, because it reduces the cost for both. So, and if in India, like if you are able to save cost, people will start coming and trying. And once they get the good consultation, then definitely. And what we understand is like, why people move from a smaller town to a bigger town? Because they don't have a access of a good doctors there. This opens that boundary. So now you can have access to any doctor. So sitting here, so if you are from Hyderabad and throughout the life, you have consulted to some doctor in Hyderabad. But if you are in Noida, if you are sick, this gives you an option to connect to that doctor who understands you well. So this slowly brings back to the family doctor thing also, if you have such solutions. Hope I answered your question.